everyone, Householder Monk here. Buddha Girl's holding the camera for me today. You know, recently, if you've seen it, Buddha Girl and I did a video on the Noble Eightfold Path. The key was trying to get across how to explain how Buddhism is so applicable in everyday life, in everyday living. But if you saw the video, you saw that I had to take some notes and read some notes as I was explaining some of the steps of the path, and I don't wish to do that anymore. I only want to talk about what I know about. I don't want to read something to you. I want to talk to you. So today we have some books that I would recommend, sort of how-to books. As you may know, so many books on Buddhism go way deep. The Tibetan Buddhist books go way deep into so many rituals and the history. But there are some that are much simpler for somebody trying to learn about Buddhism. But what I have here today are sort of how-to books. So let's take a look at these. Everyday Dharma, 7 Weeks to Finding the Buddha in You by Lama Willa Miller. Mind Over Medicine by Dr. Lisa Rankin. Scientific proof that you can heal yourself. She's really onto something, and these are good series of books by Dr. Rankin. Buddhist Boot Camp by Timber Hawkeye. I found that to be an interesting book. E Squared by Pam Grout. 9 do-it-yourself energy experiments that prove your thoughts create your reality. Walk Like a Buddha by Lodro Rinsler. Even if your boss sucks, your ex is torturing you, and you're hungover again. So here's a book that's good on normal, everyday life for some people and how Buddhism can help. Going to Pieces Without Falling Apart by Dr. Mark Epstein. A Buddhist Perspective on Wholeness. I think the title says it all. Train Your Brain to Get Happy. A simple program that primes your gray cells for joy, optimism, and serenity. This is by Teresa Abel, PhD, Stan Weck, PhD, and Susan Reynolds. The 12-Step Buddhist. Enhanced Recovery from Any Addiction Using Buddhism by Darren Littlejohn, with a foreword by Robert Thurman. This is excellent because if you're in any kind of addictive situation and you're looking at a 12-step process, this is much different than Alcoholics Anonymous. This is 12 steps from a Buddhist perspective. Very helpful if you're involved in any of those addictive situations. The Zen Path Through Depression by Philip Martin. As many of you know, I was suffering from depression a number of years ago. And thank goodness there's books like this out there. Conquer Depression and Anxiety and other things like that through Buddhism. Here's one. Zen Prayers for Repairing Your Daily Life by Ty Sheridan, PhD. Mindfulness. Mindfulness for Everyday Living. This is by Christopher Titmus. Discover how to transform your life with the power of mindfulness. Mindfulness is an excellent topic in and of itself. Buddhism, a beginner's guide to understanding and practicing Buddhism to become stress and anxiety free. There's another one, Stress and Anxiety. A book specifically devoted to how Buddhism can help you with those everyday life issues for some of us. Anger by Thich Nhat Hanh. That says it all. Anger by Thich Nhat Hanh really can help you handle that tough situation. This is a great book by a great master. Being Peace by Thich Nhat Hanh. Being Peace is distilled wisdom, the language simple and clear, and the book is for everyone. It tells you how to lead a peaceful life. Another book by Thich Nhat Hanh. His books are almost all how-to books. You Are Here, Discovering the Magic of the Present Moment. While we're on that topic of the present moment, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. This is a very famous book. A lot of people are familiar with this. You may have read it. The Power of Now. An amazing, groundbreaking piece of work. Here's a little book. Some of these are nice little books you can carry with you. I know I have one I carry with me on the Eightfold Path. This is called Zen and the Art of Happiness. Little trinkets of wisdom and some chapters on bringing happiness with you all the time. There's another little one by Thich Nhat Hanh. Small but powerful. Be free where you are. I know sometimes that's a tough topic for me. When I'm at work and I don't want to be there, I have to remember things like this. Be free wherever you are, even if it's waiting in line, which is tough for me sometimes. I consider myself a very patient person as a result of my Buddhist practice, because I didn't used to be, but sometimes I have trouble waiting and I don't like to be where I'm at. So this is a very important topic for a lot of us. Buddha's brain. We're getting, along with Dr. Lisa Rankin, we're getting into some really powerful books about how the mind works. This is by Dr. Rick Hanson. The Practical Neuroscience of Buddha's Brain, of Happiness, Love, and Wisdom. This really gets into the neuroscience of the neurons and the firing of the synapses and what have you. Scientific based. All of these scientifically based. Excellent book. When Things Fall Apart. Hard Advice for Difficult Times. This is by Pema Chodron. I have a series of her books. She is excellent. But I think the title says it all on that one too. When things fall apart, what do you do? Where do you go? Buddhism can help. Here's another one by Pema Chodron. The Places That Scare You. A Guide to Fearlessness in Difficult Times. Yes, we can be afraid. You're not less of a man or a woman or a person just because some things scare you. This book helps with that. Just One Thing. This is also by Dr. Rick Hanson. Developing a Buddha Brain, one simple practice at a time. I think this is a companion book to his Buddha's Brain book. And it's excellent. Again, this offers some practical tips and advice on daily living, utilizing what we learned in the Buddha's Brain book. I have two more, not necessarily Buddhist related. How Not to Die by Dr. Greger. This is just a fantastic book. And learning what this book has to say, you're learning Buddhism. This book is obviously about diet, but you'd be surprised how much diet fits in with Buddhism. And finally, we have The Food Doctor, another book you would normally consider having to do with Buddhism, but these are healing foods for mind and body. This is a good one. However, the authors lost me at a certain point near the end of this book when they did mention a couple of things about eating some fish, which I don't agree with, eating any meat whatsoever. But all in all, the science is here about nutrition and nutrition facts. Okay, that's just a fraction of the hundreds of books I have on Buddhism. Maybe we'll go through some of the other ones sometime on a different topic, but this one was the how-to books. So I hope some of these books looked interesting to you and you may pick one or two up. Thank you.